on camera.
Uh,
Live on the internet, eating dinner, playing D&D.
The good old days.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go grab the Dara. I think the Dara 1 playlist is the last one I have. Spoops. So let me see. Darkest Forest. That'll work. Oh my god, that is too loud. Okay.
So, before I shove food back in my mouth, it's Hewitt or Miro. I'm on this end of the table for
scary.
first time in a while, especially since we've gotten a new setup.
Oh.
But we got several people out. There's some folks that have got a lot going on: marriages, funerals, sick spouses. Life just got in the way, as is up on the screen. Hold on, which way is my hand pointing? This way. Wrong way. I gotta remember I'm mirrored. So real life got in the way. So we are running a filler that I have had planned for a while. That will be breaking some policies I've had for about a year and a half. So
Wow.
I made the decision myself to break it, so that don't you hit the microphone, you big lug. We have a puppy in here, but we are going to be playing a one shot tonight called The Devil.
Now you're making it sound like it's the Jersey Devil. I'm kind of stoked.
No, I will go ahead and say the reason I will say The Devil is because of listening to the audio books of The Witcher.
Okay.
And every time he runs into like a really country guy, it's like, the devil's out there in the woods. The devil tried to steal my soul. And I'm like, and it's not written in the book with a B. It is the dude reading the book.
Makes them as hick as they can.
I'm like, this poor Polish backwoods guy. Anyway, so I am running the devil. Introduce yourselves and who you playing.
Fuck. You did it.
I did it on purpose.
Hi, everybody. Now, my name is NinjaSpence 21, and I will be reprising the role of Lennox Kris, the Changeling Twilight Cleric.
I'm Neysa does cosplay, and when I'm not choking on a hamburger, I'm playing reprising along with Lennox over here. I'm reprising Jekyll and or Hyde, the shifter bear hide alchemist / tavern brawler / chaos muffin.
He's not a muffin.
That's
a whole chaos cake.
He wishes he could be a muffin.
Now, he's like one of those I've seen on TV things where it was a cake, but then you put the gooey on the inside.
He's just a big old teddy bear. There's another side of him that craves violence.
It's like in a real bear. Any case, so it's been a while since the Mortal Coil has sent you out on a mission. You've been stuck back in Miro at the main hall. Your partner has not returned. You have not heard from Lavandra in a very long time, but at this point you're also assuming she has a dragon girlfriend.
She does.
That has severe ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
And so did Lavandra. So the two of them could literally be anywhere. They held hands and now they're in a bank vault somewhere. No clue how they got there, but we'll make the best of the situation while they are. But the weather has started to change. Bozazoth isn't the northernmost continent. The islands of Iceheart and the twin to Bozazoth, Akris, they extend further north. But it is winter. The Jotun Shelf has moved further down. The days are short. The nights long, bitterly cold. Because much like the section of the country we live in, there's not a lot of snow that falls on Mio. It just gets wet, slushy, and enough misery to turn someone to drink.
We wish you a soggy buggy Christmas.
The hog father shall come one day with his galoshes and waiters. But it's one of those that if you get cold, You know you're not warming up that day because the cold seeps into the bone because it's damp. It's when you want to sit by a fire and have a mulled cider or a hot wine, or one of the most recent things that Lavandra introduced you to, a halfling coffee, which only has a little coffee in it. But damn if it doesn't warm you up. And your minds begin to wander back to a mission not so long ago. At the same time, it feels like it was a lifetime ago. Because fog has rolled in, and the fog, when it gets heavy, always reminds you of when you dealt with the devil.
Right.
You ended up in a place that you had never been before. A terrible place. Miserable. More so than just the normal misery that you're used to working in the Mortal Coil or in several of the other guilds. And it was a night like tonight that you had been whisked away to this miserable, terrible place. In your minds, as you sit before the fire, and the obviously flayed Tarrasque horn mounted above the fire.
Just one. That's all.
Because you know Tarrasque are way bigger than that. There's no way that... Maybe a pinky toenail, but as your minds drift back as the two of you sit there in the mostly empty guild house, tell me, how did you kill the devil when last you saw him?
Well, I would say that
Were we partnered up at the time, or were we individuals?
That's,
Like,
that's up to you.
I don't know.
I have no input on how you killed the devil.
I mean that I think that after our first mission, that and then that whenever we eventually got to the devil, as it is put, we would have basically did the whole like 1-2. You know that I basically would have basically did the whole Twilight Sanctuary thing, let you go up into Hyde and basically keep just mauling on them while I sustain you, and then like Lavandra would have got a kill shot.
I feel like Hyde would have really, really, really enjoyed a knockdown, drag out, toe to toe, fist to fist.
Right, and then I would just still sustaining you.
Yeah. I mean, as a devil, it's still scary shit, but
Yeah.
But I think that just the trademark of Hyde swinging at whatever he can reach and just going to town.
Mm-hmm.
So your minds come back to this going down more than once, all of you, and bringing each other back up. Having just a fist fight with the epitome of evil, fear, and terror directly in front of you. The whole time yelling about licorice sticks and scotch. And using the licorice stick as a straw in the scotch. Which even made the devil stare for a split second. That's when you got that bitch shot on the jaw.
Yeah.
And then Lavandra coming out of nowhere. As she often does. As if she came from a different reality from just a second ago. Stabbed him in the kidneys.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And that seemed to have been what did it. You saw the sun come out for the first time in this land in what might have been centuries. And as you left, people, while somewhat thankful, you were haunted by the phrase that one old woman said from the back of her caravan. The devil always returns. You can kill him for a season. There will be a reprieve. But if his blood soaks into the soil, he will come back, as he always has and always will. And then you were back in Mio, in a back alley, where there was a drunk relieving himself, like, oh shit, I didn't know anyone else was in the hole. My bad. Got your boots.
As that this elf.
This is all the flashback.
Oh, okay.
This is all the flashback, and now you're back, sitting around the fire. What are you drinking this evening?
Well, you first.
I feel like it feels like a hot toddy weather.
Very much.
It's hot toddy for Jekyll.
I would probably say that it is a blend of cranberry and just apple, just alcoholic cider, with just a mix of ginger.
Ooh.
That does sound delightful.
Lennox is delightful. Really?
And as you sit there, a odd sight, but not the most unusual sight that you've seen with the Mortal Coil, is a reborn. Comes walking up. There's several of them in the Mortal Coil, and it's one of those that, remember, if you die and your contract's not up, they have a way. But he's not the guild master, but he's, for all intents and purposes, Barnabas could be. Because the actual guild master is mostly talking to other guilds, securing contracts, and then gives them to different hands to then distribute. And as he comes up to you, gaunt face, missing nose, a letter came for you.
A letter?
A letter.
Mm-hmm. We'll take that then. Thank you very much, Barnabas.
Thank you, Barnabas.
Would you like a drink?
I don't need it to sustain myself, and I don't feel pain.
That wasn't the question. The question was, would you like one?
I have no taste buds, so I cannot actually interject on whether or not it is good or bad. So I cannot ascertain the idea of like.
Have a nice evening.
You enjoy as well.
I try to be polite. It never works.
I mean, as I have always told you, I mean, that we have tried to even invite him over for like a good changeling barbecue, and then he didn't want to taste the food.
While talking to Lennox, opening the whatever it is.
Both of you roll me a perception check.
Where are my numbers? Where are my numbers? Oh, is it zero? 15.
15?
Where am I? I don't have a chart tonight. Oh.
I actually don't have proficiency up in perception, but I got a lovely 23.
23. Okay. So, you both notice this as Jekyll is about to casually just break the seal on this letter, that it is blood red wax.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With the emblem of a raven's head.
Okay. Blood red wax.
Raven's head.
It feels familiar to you, but it's almost like a dream where it is familiar to you and where it's from. And as you crack this letter open and you unfold it, the phrase, or the first thing is greetings, friends and loved ones. You have been invited to the marriage of Count Strahd von Zarovich in the beloved and wonderful kingdom of Barovia. He and his wife, Irina, would like to cordially invite you to attend, as you are some of his oldest surviving acquaintances.
You're doing one night with Strahd. All right, I'm down.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm on the other side of the table now.
And as you continue to go through, it is just a very cordial wedding invitation. And at the bottom, it says, check if you wish for the vegan meal or the blood sausage platter. And below that, it states, Rahadan, Master of Ceremonies, Best Man, newly adopted younger brother of Strahd von Zarovich.
Okay.
P.S. I was informed I had to include the full title.
All right. A point of inquiry. In the earlier part of the blurb there, it said you're invited to the marriage of these two, but then it said he and his wife, as
So
in
that would
he's
be a
already calling her wife.
That would be a misspeak. on my
Okay.
part.
Was like, are you going for the delusional Strahd? I'm trying to figure this out.
Oh, you're gonna have fun.
All right. Okay. So in point of clarity then, for if we've defeated the devil before, was it a fiend or are we talking Strahd?
Strahd.
Okay.
No, sir. I put that plate down so it wasn't anybody's. You can have the barbecue sauce, I guess, but
He loves spice.
it's Carolina. I don't know if you're supposed to have a whole lot of
Guys,
mustard
you
or
want the
not.
plate right here in the middle?
You can give me all. No. No. You can look sad all you want. I'm not giving you anything.
Okay.
In any case,
All right. So. And
that's why I kept saying the devil.
And so we would know that the devil we fought previously is this dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I guess that we don't always have to. Do we just want to do it again and have the Sunday best wear and then kick his ass again?
I mean, the whole point before was that he can't be stopped. I feel like if we try to do this again, that maybe we should instead focus on rescuing the young lady instead. I can't imagine that she agreed to this willingly.
Understandable. So, and then that also that there is an old saying about like fool me once, shame on them. Fool me twice, shame on us. So that the old 1-2 ain't gonna work again.
Can I double check the in the letter in the invitation? Does it specify that it's going to be at Castle Ravenloft?
It will be held in the Meadow of Tranquility in front of Castle Raven.
There it is. And so I'm going to point that out. We're talking about entering the center of his power, his literal domain. Puppy, what are you
Bruh.
doing?
You gotta stop shoulder checking the microphone.
One of the tavern dogs is snooping. Kianos, get your head out of that, or you break something.
That is my tote.
Come on back around.
That we had basically told that ranger to always just keep his dog around. Oh, burly fellow. But anyway, yeah, it is the center of his power.
I mean, speaking from experience, my friend won't have any problem with going and crashing a party. But I personally feel like this is too coincidental, too on the nose.
Believe it. believe it or not, yeah. I mean that. Well, then at least that we can try to be civil, but at least just try not to be like that one bard by the name of Vaughn in that terrible play that he ran.
Don't think I've seen that one. What happened?
It was a crappy. It was just a crappy morality play about crashing someone's engagement. Just very terrible.
The Wedding Singer?
Wedding
No,
Crashers.
Wedding
Wedding Crashers with Vince Vaughn.
Okay. I was like, I know there's a movie in there somewhere. Is there anything in the invitation that says about, because like we know that this is not Barovia, so like how are we supposed to get there? Is there any indication of valet service? Or...
Well, as you look back at the bottom of the invitation, it says, by opening this invitation, you have accepted and will be brought post haste once you have secured your clothing. So basically, you did notice like a little bit of the text is starting to count down.
Oh god.
Oh,
Well, damn.
well, we
You do all it. It does also have blinking text on the meal.
Did you want the vegetarian option?
I am more pescatarian, but I guess I can try it rather than the blood sausage.
Pull a quill and I guess start filling out the rest of the RSVP there, marking it down for Lennox for the pescatarian or vegetarian option, and of course I'm having the blood sausage because Hyde would kick my ever-loving ass if I didn't. So
Yeah, in the back of your head, you say, check that one, check that one, check that one, check,
yeah,
that one, check that one. Like it's just on repeat.
yeah. Until it's checked, and then it's just like, yes.
Told you to. So, I'm assuming quickly you get your stuff.
Yeah.
The timer runs out, and next thing you know, you're no longer standing in the fire room, or I should say the fireplace room of the Mortal Coil's Mio branch. You are now standing in a bright, sunny town where people are going about business like normal, and several of them are actually humming a happy tune.
While getting dressed, but like before we were whisked away, I would like to have written a two notes real quick, just jotted down and left like in my room in the Mortal Coil. One addressed to Lavandra, basically just and leaving the invitation there with it. Like this would happen. We're back in Barovia. If you can make it, we could use the help. But if not, stay safe. We're probably gonna die. And then a note for like addressed to Barnabas and Mortal Coil and all that. Basically the same sort of thing, but like less details and more just. Hopefully this fulfills our debt, if nothing else. But if not, guess we'll see you on the flip side, kind of thing. So, like covering the back end bases.
Okay. But you're in a sunny town. People are humming. Everything. You know what? It's actually delightful on the temperature. Like coming from somewhere where it was cold to the bones. Now it's like, it's not too hot. It's not too cold. Like this is like, you could wear a light jacket or you could go without.
Immediately unwinding the big, thick cashmere scarf. I did not expect this.
People are putting up decorations, like banners full of flowers. Barrels of wine are being rolled out from the bottom of a place you remember taking refuge in when you first made it to Barovia.
Since we've been here before, want to look up at the mountain to look for Castle Ravenloft.
It's there.
And it still looks the same, dark and creepy and shit.
It's the same shape, but in the light, it's way less spooky.
This is extremely, you wouldn't think that a sunny day would be so unsettling. This is unsettling.
It very much is so. I mean, I think that the last time that we were here, folks were terrified.
and everything was gloomy and overcast. I mean, leaning down closer to Lennox's ear. Half of these people didn't even have their souls, so they couldn't be happy, right? Like, that was kind of the whole point.
From the most part.
This is unnerving. Kind of flag down like a passing townsman. And be like, my good man.
Yes.
We were under the impression that we were invited to.
Oh, the wedding, yes, the biggest thing in town right now, yes.
Is there to be what would there be, a parade, a processional or something?
There's gonna be a parade, there's gonna be festivities, they're gonna be throwing stuff from a float. I mean, it's been a joyous thing. We've been wanting this to happen for a long time. In fact, the Count, he damn near bought me out of all my bread. He left me enough for my family, though. He said, I don't want to buy all your bread there, Nobertson.
Well,
I'll leave you a couple big, lengthy loaves so that you can have them for yourself.
That's generous. You don't find this sudden change unexpected?
Well, you know, he got on his medication.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, he got on his medication, and like after that, after the sky stopped being grey, I felt fulfilled for the first time in my life. Don't tell my wife I ever said that, please.
My lips are sealed.
You know, and it's just seeing him smile and it not be menacing like that of a jaguar or a leopard. It's been a wonderful thing. Also, gotta say this, I have a gray hair now. I haven't had one of those ever in like 200 years of life. Well, sort of life. You know, capitalism and all, can't really say it's living. I'm just kidding, I'm not a communist, trust me. No one's a communist in Barovia.
That is quite a great deal of information.
I want to make an insight check on him.
100%, go right ahead.
I'm gonna leave that to you. I do not have it.
I got an 18.
He's honest.
He seems on the up and up, says it aside.
Well, I don't mean to keep you from your preparations then, my good man. We were just a little stunned at the turnaround. We've been here before, and this was not at all what was expected.
Trust me, you're not the first. There's been at least 3 group of adventurers that came through. Surprise, surprised. But life is good.
Well, could you point us in the direction of those others, then?
Oh, well, they're all heading up to the castle with magic happening in the Field of Tranquility.
Suppose we'll follow along, then. Thank you
Yes.
very much, Norbertson.
Have a good day.
You as well.
You do.
He starts whistling, I'm walking on sunshine.
Gonna wait until we get kind of past the center of town and kind of away from most of the folks, and while walking, Lennox, I don't. What if it's genuine? What if this is genuine?
I mean,
What if he truly has turned over, for lack of a non-cliche term, turned over a new leaf?
well, I mean, whatever that this medication is, we just need to just make sure that he has a high supply of it.
Well, I don't think it's even that. I still think that Irina's consent to this needs to be verified, but if it's all genuine, if it's all true, who are we to stop them from happiness?
Well, I mean, we got a job to do.
What job?
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
did the
Is
job
an invitation.
before. We did the job before, and nothing came of it long term. And now this, if it's all if it's all true, maybe we should just be happy for them and all these people who are now better off.
Possibly, but let's just wait and see things out.
As we continue walking, though, Jekyll's going to be twisting his own failed wedding band around his finger constantly. Just like this is really tripping him out. It's like if Strahd has a second chance, why can't he? And how can he stop this? So you're really messing with me, bro.
So y'all continue. You pass by hundreds of frights that you had. You remember that's where Lavandra almost got eaten by a chair. You see the haunted house that supposedly had children in it, but it turned into something worse. You remember the first time you saw the devil floating above a horde of undead outside of the burgomaster's house. You keep going by. In the distance, you can see the windmill that you remember burning the fuck down with the 3 hags inside. And everything is just slightly off, much like the inverse of a house that you've been in your entire life becomes something different in the dark. It's like you've been in this house when it was dark and they turned on the lights. You see caravans of people joyously singing to the praise of Strahd and his new bride. You can see an old woman that you once had read you cards, and you also remember having her throat slit, clapping her hands amongst the children and the rest of her people in their circled wagons just outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
But where there used to be posts with bodies held in gibbets or impaled through, there's torch posts that keep the lamp or the roads lit at night with flowers for the wedding decorations over them. There are children spreading flower petals along the edge of the road almost to make like a line to keep the pedestrians away or the onlookers away from where the procession's going to be. It seems like you almost feel like you're getting gaslit. Like, I don't think I'm going to make y'all roll for that. Like, you feel almost gaslit by this. Of like, were we the bad guys? Like,
Yeah.
Did Lavandra give us that crock of liquor again from the dirty squirrel or the filthy squirrel, and we just like accidentally murder a dude?
But it's also like it's not, again, for Jekyll, it's not even that. It's if this is true, who are we to deny that? Specifically, that would make me an incredible hypocrite. So.
And soon you make it to the front of the property of Castle Ravenloft. It's been painted. It's chartreuse. With baby blue shutters and roof tiles. It is a pastel nightmare to stare upon that might be more frightening than when it was possibly the scariest of all vampire lairs when you besieged it the first time. And at the front gate, that instead of being rusted and falling apart, it is constructed of immaculate white stone with bronze gilded iron. And standing at it, you see an individual that is still as monotone as Barovia once was, in a bright purple suit, looking miserable as his hair is slicked back past his pointed ears and tied with a matching ribbon to the suit, with a clipboard and a quill. Yes. Might I have your names? You are staring at Rahad.
Jekyll will give a little polite half bow. Jekyll Henri and Lennox Kris, we've received an invitation.
The 452nd set of heroes that dealt with my lord and legal older brother. I have to say that every time now.
Condolences and congratulations, I suppose.
As you look back up from the bow, he has lit a cigarette and it is in his mouth. I see that you responded to the magical message. You want one vegetarian plate, or vegan plate, and you want one blood sausage, I'm assuming, as he did not specify when I sent out the invitations. The non-problematic blood sausage for your kind.
Whatever is being served is fine for me.
I actually legally have to ask you, do you wish for the sausage that is safe for a mortal to consume, or do you wish for the one that he intended to give to all the undead guests and then went, oh no, I didn't stop and think about dietary requirements other than for vegans? Because you know how loud they are, Radon.
The safe option, then, please. Thank you.
He leans back. One non-cannibalistic blood sausage! I think I just broke the limiter, so I will say one non-cannibalistic blood sausage, and you see a zombie. Gotcha. And he wanders off with his white frosted tips back towards Castle Ravenloft. He's Die Fieri.
Stop. Just
Undead celebrity chef.
stop.
That they could not get Gordon remorse.
No,
Damn.
no, we could not get Gorgon Ramsay to cook for this one.
Gordon.
They are currently dealing with Booby Flay in a cooking competition in Mortweld. It's really on the up and come back, from what I've heard. Freaking hipsters. He lights another cigarette as the first one just drops from his lips.
Oh my god.
Anyway, there are rooms being prepared for you within the castle's guest wing. If you brought a gift with you... Oh. There is a table that you could have put one on. Might I also remind you that you can give the bride something borrowed, or something old, or something blue.
Look down at just the purple and blue adornments. Like,
Would it be possible to visit with the bride before the ceremony?
Yes, they wanted it to be an open affair.
Wonderful. We'll leave you to your obligations.
As you go walking off, you hear someone behind, "Bidet!"
Oh god.
And you just, oh, fuck you. As you continue to go in, you see scattered throughout beautiful hedges and well-kept gardens, multiple people that you swear that by the gods that is Tasha that is over there laughing with somebody because she has a distinctive laugh. I hope I didn't do the limiting again. Hold on. If it did, it's a very obnoxious laugh because headcanon, Tasha's from Detroit. That is because of something in the 80s. I do not know what the Detroit accent is, so I just made her Boston the one time I had to show up. Oh yeah, I know some Wicked A magic over here.
You're witchy woo. From Boston.
You park the car and Harvard fuck off. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said fireball. So, you swear that's her talking to someone else. You see a very nervous-looking skinny wizard with the word wizard misspelled on his hat. Roll me an insight check, both of you.
Sure, with my +0.
got a 17.
17. Honestly, does not know why he's here and is looking for an escape.
Okay.
That one is looking for a way out. Don't know why.
You might be too for a week.
Just play it cool.
And as you get there, you can see numerous undead, mostly zombies, moving tables. You actually see a series of vampires that have very large parasols that are casting shadow from them over them as they walk around and they talk to other people. One goes to take someone's hand and pulls her hand back real quick as there's a little sizzle at the end of the fingernails. And this very large man with a purple face tattoo just starts laughing and reaches in and shakes her hand.
Face tattoo. Okay.
It's Minsk.
Oh, gotcha.
It's food Minsk.
Y'all think I haven't looked at who all has shown up in a fucking Ravenloft game since it was
No.
introduced in the 80s?
Everyone.
Ooh, we got the vegetarian meal. Because I know you like carrots.
Why?
I can't do a good mince because I start sliding way too Eastern European when I do it.
It's very, very particular.
It's a special voice for a special boy, but also, fun fact, used to be voiced by the guy who was the voice of Tigger.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading that.
So, as you keep going, you can see the table where you're supposed to leave gifts. And there is someone that you've only heard of. There is a mind flare that is extremely pale and gaunt. And at the end of each tentacle is a pointed tooth. Again, holding one of those parasols.
Wait, what?
In one edition of Castle Ravenloft, there was a vampiric mind flare
That's fucking terrifying.
That's
to
terrifying.
figure out how to get around even the limitations of their extended life.
Ugh. Alright. Alright.
A vampirithid.
Demon Souls flashbacks. Anyway.
How would you like to place your gear? I'm sorry, I don't care how they say they communicate. They can do it telepathically. They're talking through the tentacle mouth hole, so I can do a blub.
Our gifts are still being delivered. There was a problem with the courier service. We'll be back by later, hopefully.
You're lying!
I am not.
I can read your mind. Oh, there's two of you.
Yes.
That is naughty. Wow! Wow! Like, you just see all the tentacles shoot out, and you just see a terrible toothy maw inside. Would you like to give cash to the newly wedded couple?
I mean,
Nothing says I love you and congratulations like cold hard coin.
well, that we can. Just that I am just willing to part with just at the great sword that I used to stab his foot in that one time.
Don't. Come on. What kind of a wedding gift is a sword?
It
You
is.
look and there's like 18 swords on
They've
the
already
table.
got plenty. They don't need yours.
Y'all have money.
We do.
We do. So how much
I don't
that
want
we
it.
do? That we just do about.
Bucks. I don't need no gold.
We just do 100 each. 200.
Yeah.
I mean, we just do just that. We just stopped by like at the Dollar General on the way, and see they got the gift card, and just gave them a card with just $20 in it.
I feel like Jekyll has like most of his gold like in 100. If he's got hundreds, he's got them in like 100 counted out pouches already. So just like
That'll be very welcome by the couple, especially from people of your means.
I'm walking away now.
And as you get there, there's actually signs like guest rooms, buffet. You do see one that says where the bride will be because it does seem like she will have like a bridal tea.
I mean that's where I'm heading towards unless Unless there's an objection.
No.
It's toward the bridal section.
So you make it to the bridal section, and it takes you into the chapel, which has been done up as a massive powder room.
Fair.
You can see multiple individuals, the bridesmaids, one of which, give me a religion check.
First one,
16 for me.
16, would you get?
I got a 9.
You don't know who this is because it catches you off guard by what she is wearing. Jekyll, you are staring at a 7-foot-tall female drow of ridiculous proportions
Okay.
in a teal bridal gown with heels on even at her height. You are looking at Loth as a bridesmaid. And you just hear in the background, "Oh, honey, he owed me one for several reasons, so I am a bridesmaid. First time I'm a bridesmaid, because usually I'm the bride of a whole lot of sacrifices." And you see the zombie that's combing her hair. And just kind of turns its head and looks at you like, "Help me."
No. Lean back over. Stay away from her. Trust me, you don't want to be on the bad side. And all she has is
What's bad is every time I think of Loth, I hear the song, "But Chains and Whips Excite Me."
Yeah. She do kind of be like that.
Yes.
Yeah. It's more the teal wedding gown that I can't.
You know, it is not. The cut of the dress is very flattering to her figure. The color of the dress is not.
We're talking about her not drider form, right? Okay.
So that she's like...
She is just a female drow priestess of unusual size.
Very large drow mommy lady.
Yeah, like Amazonian.
There are a lot of people that are definitely going to learn some things about themselves. Like if you had Lavandra with you tonight,
Yeah.
it might have been a thing. Might have been a thing.
Scary.
But as you go in, you can see that there's a lich in the bridal party.
Okay.
Definitely Thayan in origin. And there's also a very well-dressed high elf that, again, wearing the same teal bridal gown or bridesmaid gown. Long white hair. Oddly muscular. Like, I don't mean like, okay, it sounds bad when I said it. She is not the typical elven muscular build. Like, she's actually kind of, she got some shoulders on her. What you
Kiana?
Doing? My phone just dropped.
Okay, I'm sliding it over to you. Hey, bud. There's no more food. No more food, buddy. So
You should lay back down and go back to sleep. Yes, you should.
Go on.
So it is a eclectic, odd mixture of individuals in here. And then as you get near where the altar is in this chapel, being lit through the window, you see the silhouette of a tall, thin human woman who is being attended. Oddly enough, you see the abbot.
Okay.
That you spoke with the abbot before. The abbot was one of the only signs of light still within this place. But it seemed like he could not extend his power or views or anything beyond the chapel that he was in when you met him last time. And he is addressing the undead that are dressing the bride. And as you get closer and you can actually see her, you notice there's stitching on her skin.
Okay.
And as you get closer, you see the abbot notices you. No. It is bad luck for anyone to see the bride.
That tradition is only directed at the groom and groomsmen. We are not groomsmen. We are merely guests who wish her
You
well.
look a lot. One, you look familiar. Two, you very much look like one of the groomsmen.
It's a formal event. Of course I'm dressed formally.
I'm talking the cut of jib and. You know what? Never mind. Never mind.
You want to
What is
make a
jib?
insight check on that?
Go ahead. Roll insight.
Yay. But that is going to be a lovely 27.
He is honestly thinking that this might be one of the groomsmen because of what Jekyll's build is, and that apparently there is a similar suit being worn by groomsmen. But there is I need to get these people away from here now that doesn't twinge right with you, especially after you're seeing stitches, like massive stitching across like the arms as gloves are being pulled up, like nearly shoulder length gloves are being pulled up.
While Lennox was taking a closer look, though, I was still kind of trying to get talk my way past the abbot.
Okay. Do you just keep trying to move past?
I have stopped walking forward, but I'm still
Okay.
like engaged in conversation.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. I keep forgetting that I am in possession of guidance for myself, so I'm going to do that.
What was it?
Grand total of 12.
No.
Wait. Flash of genius. Right, I can do that. Reaction to add it to a check or a save plus int. Make it a 15.
No. You cannot get any closer. No. What?
Perhaps we could ask the lady
A
herself.
non-chaste man should probably not be within here.
Ring!
It is going to be okay.
That doesn't mean chaste. That means taken, child.
It is going to be okay, Jekyll. I mean, then that, I guess, then that we should just go and then that we can go in and get some refreshments.
Perhaps we could bring the lady something to drink?
No, we have people for that. And one of the zombies, I'm people! And then another little voice, I'm people! As you see, there's another head stitched to the shoulder.
Then I'll kind of hands up, but as I'm turning away, I say, all happiness, Irina. Hope you're doing well. And just kind of like lingering with like my back turned to her to see if there's any kind of a response.
As you say that, thank you!
Walking away swiftly so we can get somewhere and talk.
Yeah, as that we get somewhere up in like a corner away from all the festivities and stuff. Well, I mean, he was being truthful, but something about those stitches don't seem right.
Can we do a DM inquiry before on our, since we didn't actually play a previous Strahd campaign, did we have interaction with Irina when we were here previously?
Yes.
Okay.
She
died. But we would know what her voice sounded like before.
That is 100% not her voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going crazy? Or
just shaking her head,
was
no.
that an amalgamation?
No.
Was not her.
Not her at all.
I'm feeling less conflicted about being here to do what we were to do.
Keep talking, I'm going to adjust the volume. Keep going. I'm listening. I am just doing
that basically that, you know, that I'm always the one always on guard and stuff. While that you are the one that is at the face of our little group. I mean that I just follow what y'all do.
Let's I believe that even if we are the only ones who rise to object, that we should do so.
I mean, it won't be the first time, but anyway.
Really?
I mean, that you remember that one, job we had to do, and then that we basically, I basically had to be the ex of just that elven couple.
Oh, you did play that off very well.
Yeah, and then that basically had spilled the red wine on the wedding dress.
I'm having a brain blast. Do you think that you could appear as Irina? Do you think you remember her well enough to do
I mean, let's see on the history check. It's important.
I'm having an idea.
Next thing you know, you can never play Lennox again. Lennox is now married to Strahd, having to forever look like somebody
No,
else.
It is a 15, so maybe not her voice, but I definitely got the body type.
As y'all are saying this, you feel hands on both of your shoulders.
What, somebody tall enough to reach my shoulders?
Yes. As they have had to lift their left arm up much higher to get you. My lord would like to see you. As Radon has just come out of fucking nowhere behind you.
As he does.
As he does.
He knows where all the secret passages are, because that's how he gets his good smoke breaks. The kind that involves a bubbling noise.
Yes, my good man, and then you also look good up in purple.
Will kill you. Painfully.
This one
if it was not for my master telling me that as his newly adopted younger brother, I must act in the Tsarevich name appropriately. He wants to speak with you out on the field with his other groomsmen.
I wasn't aware that I wasn't. Why am I?
You are not a groomsman, but you are wearing the same color. He didn't send out what the colors. Go. As you go, he just opens up off of a shelf a bottle and swigs. This is Riordan's nightmare that he is going through, because the inside is painted to match the outside of the castle. Like, everything in here is bright, everything is clean. And you know who had to clean it?
Oh my goodness.
The zombies. So as you make your way outside, you can see there is a multi-piece band made up of liches. On a little sign in front of it, it's titled Acerarect.
Beautiful.
And you see the tallest one, who has a guitar. Now you all understand we are not supposed to play anything hard tonight. So we cannot play Balgura out of Hell. Also, I'm looking at you, Nyx. We are not going to play Stairway to Elysium. Just the drummer.
Gummit.
And as you get past, you can see there's guests still milling around. But there is a group of 5 men wearing suits, not the same cut as Jekyll's, but the same color pattern. And they're all that they have their backs to you as you make your way here, and they seem to part.
Yeah.
In a way, and what you see before you is about 6'4" man with long raven dark hair that seems wet while not.
Yeah.
As he turns his head, there seems to be a hair toss that happens with it that's way more animated. Broad-shouldered, chiseled jawline. Something you weren't ready for. Little Paunch. Little Paunch.
Got that blood belly going.
Has a sash wrapped around trying to hide said paunch. There is a sword through it, but it's
called a cummerbund.
No, this is just a straight up sash that has been tied. This is Pirate of Penzance.
Oh
no! To the side, sword tucked through, a ceremonial sword. And he has. You remember the last time you saw the devil?
Yeah.
That he had a thin mustache and a Van Dyke-esque goatee. Now he has a short-cropped soldier's beard. Everything you're looking at is right now, you're looking at Strahd von Dadbod.
But with a mixture of like a Rhett Butler from like Gone with the Wind, but like more Dadbod.
Really late movie Rhett Butler.
Yes.
Like when he was starting to go soft.
So, very much that. And he turns and his eyes gaze upon you. And they are the vertical slits that struck fear into you the first time, as they are also a cat yellow. Which, for some reason on him, does not look bad right now. And he just looks at you. Oh, wow! It's you guys! I haven't seen you in so long!
Why?
Lennox, honey! You look beautiful! Hey, who's this walking piece of cheesecake? Who's this little bit of bacon on a BLT extra? Who is this? Who is this? Am I talking to Jekyll or am I talking to Hyde? Oh, I know which one because you're not trying to punch me right now. With them weak little baby hands. I joke. How you doing, kids?
Well, my lord, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm about to finally get married. Oh.
Indeed.
I can finally do all the weird stuff. Nah, I'm joking. She's a good woman.
I need to apologize. I wasn't aware that there was a specific color coding for the
You know what? I'm a little scatterbrained right now. Little bats in the belfry. You know, I'm sorry. There's so much more I should have put down. Like, I should have made sure you didn't want mortal blood sausage. Like, I'm going to chow down like on that just real quick. I just know that you wouldn't. You get sick, and I know that you probably got the vegan. I promise you, the Caesar dressing has no Romans in it. This time.
Noted.
What? I was friends with Nero. Look, Nero's right over here. And you see one of the people that's in a suit is very much a Roman emperor, like has a laurel, just like.
Oh no! You would never again. Put that away and never bring it out again. God damn. No.
Just all the rings on his fingers. Nero.
Takes the hand.
No, why?
No.
It is the worst dead fish handshake you've ever had. Do you all like fires?
In the fireplace?
No.
Oh yes, in the fireplace. We're gonna do spice later. Love s'mores. I have this little piece of metal. It's long and has 2 prongs on the side. Strahd doesn't really like it, but I can toast marshmallows. I call it a christening.
That the face just goes from just like scowling masculine to just go scowling just a little bit of just non-binary to feminine, just like.
Nero, buddy. You know what? Go get some cheese over there. Go get some cheese from the cheese tray. We got goat's milk. And he just runs up. He goes, I'm sorry, he's one of my cousins. He's in the party because, you know, she wanted 5, so I had to find the 5th. I mean, I had my 3. Have you met Ball?
No, can't say we've had the pleasure. Question mark.
Hello. And you are looking at the god of murder.
Yeah.
We go way back. We went to college together, by the way. I had a general studies degree. He did accounting.
I cannot stay in character right now.
You also see the other 2 of the No! Puppy.
It's gonna be really tilted.
I gotta retighten it.
Buddy.
Keanu's. Hey. Nose off. Good job. Come over here.
Oh, we now remember why we mount everything above now instead of. We would have had both sides still set up, but we didn't have a third, so I saw no point to having all sides. But you see the other 2 members of the big 3 who I currently am blanking on the names of.
One of them is Miracle. I forget what the other one is though. Anyway, the vibe that I'm wanting to try to pull off with this is the curious, friendly sort of like haven't seen you in a while thing, but I'm having trouble doing the proper emotion here. This is too much. Basically wanting to ask Strahd if he'll tell us, since it's obvious that he's had some trouble getting Irina to come to his side before, what changed this time, or like how when did they have their date?
Just ask him.
So that you had patched things up?
Yeah, we did. You want to know the first thing that really helped? When I stopped dead naming her. She informed me calling her Tatiana really did not make her feel good. And, after like the first 35 times of doing the same thing over and over and over again with her, I decided, you know what, Strahd, you're a modern undead man. So maybe, dog, can you stop trying to eat the camera?
Kianos, what are you doing, buddy?
There's some food on the floor by the camera.
Hey, come over here.
So, I stopped dead naming her and I started calling her Irina, and you know what? She started to respond. She told me, like murdering people for fun, not a turn on. She also informed me I was not to rely on the fact that I'm over 6 foot tall and very broad and masculine appearing, so that she liked personality, so I started working on that. I went to a therapist. I saw a gnome. He was a shrink, yeah, little man. Talked to him about my emotions. Yeah, that was a lot to unpack. Thank God he was a gnome, though, because they live a long time. So, like, I could talk to him for days. I did. He needed sleep, though, which I thought I only gave him 4 stars because of that, because that was not the most accommodating, especially for a noble. So you did that. I changed my diet a little bit, and she was okay with that. She actually is mildly attracted to dad bod, so putting some carbohydrates, not all protein, in my diet, that seemed to help. I got told to stop being a motherfucking dick, so, like, I stopped drinking other women. Like, she was like, you can't be a fucking dick and just keep seeing all these other women, Strahd. Like, it's not cool. And so, like, I stopped, and, that was hard. Like, I'm a man, right? So, like, I've had to go through a lot to try to do what's best for her, but this is going to be such a happy day. Such a happy day.
Oh, I know that you haven't seen her yet today.
Oh no, that's actually the reason that I hadn't sent you down here. Is she looking hot?
Yes.
We wanted to ask you.
No. I can't go see her.
No.
I mean, as the noble of this land, I can do whatever I want, but trying to follow traditions here, trying to be good as his clawed fingers do this, trying to be good.
And that is quite admirable. No, I wasn't going to suggest that you break tradition or your ethics and your morals now and go view her after she's asked you not to. I was going to ask you, has she had a surgery recently?
No.
Are you trying to ask me if she's had any work done? Well, I mean, I don't think she's had any work done. Boy, you are going to get yourself in legit trouble today.
He is strong now.
Down.
Get down.
Get down.
Boy.
Well, we're on the hour mark. We might as well call this where we take a break.
Yeah.
He being stubborn.
Boy.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
Let's go. Yeah, I know you killed the squeaker already.
We are no longer muted. camera is looking. There we go. We had a disconnect a second ago. So
It's all my fault. It's the boy. My child.
So you're speaking with Strahd.
Yes.
Did you notice anything? Have you seen anything about?
Yeah. Did she?
He's talking about his life changes.
Yeah. And then asked him, had she had an injury or surgery lately?
No, I don't think she had any work done. I mean, you saw her. She didn't need nothing.
Well, we were.
She was as the gods made her.
I do remember her being beautiful, but we were not allowed to see her ourselves just a moment ago either.
Oh, the abbot is very strict about that. He told me, Strahd, I will smite you. And I was like, try me, bitch. But I will do what she wants me to do, so I'll come back over here and be a proper man and all that.
Again, commendable and admirable.
Hold on, give me a second.
Sunscreen?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's putting on like SPF like 6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to.
Like he's legit just putting on like pure zinc oxide on his skin right now.
I am honestly surprised that people just don't run Strahd as just Blade. He's just a daywalker.
Let's be honest, Strahd can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
It's his route. It's him. It's yeah. Anyway, well, are you sure she hasn't had an injury or something?
No. Like I saw her just yesterday. She's beautiful. I mean, to be fair, we went to dinner, we did the reception. Talked to her dad. He's not super stoked, but also he ain't gonna say nothing. Her brother's here in the wedding party. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only 100% normal Barovian human with the big three, and fucking Miro, Emperor of Rome.
Now, in our previous experience of Barovia, I don't remember his name, but would we have had interaction with him as well?
Oh, he died. He died bad.
He died bad too. So does he look risen?
He looks normal. Yeah. He just looks pissed.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to extricate us from this situation right now.
But look, the only reason I brought you over here is I wanted to tell me that she looked good.
From what we could see, and maybe the rest was a trick of the light, but again, we weren't really allowed to get over there to see her. So I'm afraid I can only speak to the dress, and it was lovely.
All right, that's good. Hey, go hit the buffet, got some free drinks. Everything's great. Everybody have a great time. I'm just going to chill here with my boys. We're about to do some boys stuff.
Would you like me to change my outfit? So
nah, just like he puts a top hat on. Maybe not wear the hat.
Understood. I'll kind of there's got to be like a ribbon or something that I can kind of tie it to belt or something.
You know what? I believe that Jekyll is such a fancy lad. He has a hat holster.
Hat holster!
Yeah, I mean, you are an artificer, so why not that you invented a hat holster?
Who needs book holsters? I have a hat holster.
It's like have you ever seen the belt mount for like the tea and saucer?
No.
Okay, I've been around steampunks too much. There is a holster for the saucer and the teacup that snaps onto your belt.
Tea party holster.
Oh,
that's awesome. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I'm done.
$60 for them, Jesus.
Oh, they look handmade. But anyway.
Yeah.
They're all handmade.
Kind of adorable.
There is no company. Yes, I must make a tea holster.
They're literally called teacup holsters.
on Amazon somewhere, but anyway.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So I'll remove the hat temporarily, and holster it. And I guess we'll migrate over toward wherever the buffet is.
Okay, as you make your way to the buffet.
I'm being finicky. Shush.
You can see there's several guests there. There's several warmer trays. Again, a lot of zombies serving food in here. Most of them have hairnets and face masks. But as you get through, you notice that most people are kind of milling about. The level of uncomfort amongst all the guests, other than the fact that like they see somebody they know or they meet like a celebrity. Like there is a bar, and behind the bar there is a tall human man with friendly mutton chops.
Friendly.
Oh.
Specifically friendly.
Well, that's the other name for the Van Buren. Well, not the Van Buren, but when you have you got the mutton chops that go to a mustache, the friendly mutton chop. They kiss over the lips. The chin is completely clean. The limmy. Behind a bar, and there is a portly, late middle-aged individual that has several empty glasses in front of him.
He's still conscious?
Yes.
All right, cool. Is there...
Are there any like adventurers that look more uncomfortable than just the general?
Anyone who looks as uncomfortable as us.
Everyone does.
Something that going to approach one of them and just gonna be like, "So, how's it going?"
You know, uncomfortable for everyone else, but I love this place. The individual you're talking to is kind of a middle-height elven male with white coiffed hair.
You are not bringing a star into this. You are bringing a star into this.
I gotta do something before 4th or 6th edition kills him because there's 3 pictures of him having his ass kicked in the book, including sunbursted.
I mean,
Well, that happened in Vault. You can't. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, that I do get that vibe, but at the same time, that
He gave me a job offer. He's not great.
So, how did you and your group do it?
Oh, me? No, I'm family.
Oh, your family.
Distant. The rest of my group are currently trying to find a way to extricate themselves from this entire situation. One of them may have eaten a magic item, and we will have to deal with that. But you can't teach a wizard manners.
Understandable. So, other than that you know that the name is Kris. You have a good day.
I will. Yours is better because you met me.
That was a friendly.
I've never played the game, but I don't think I got him wrong.
You did good.
You did good. That was pretty close.
There could have been a little more twink in there, but.
Did you see me?
Yes.
I can't pull that off easy.
Good if you tried. Anyway,
That was a charming fellow I just had conversation with.
I'm going to go find us a drink and some napkins. And I go find napkins.
Okay, so there are napkins on a bunch of little like tables.
Okay.
There are no chairs in here. It's like all standing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's cocktail
one of
hour.
those parties.
Yeah.
It's that buffet. Like there are some fancy hors d'oeuvres, but there are no chairs because they do not want you to stay in here.
I'll grab a drink that looks like it's something Lennox might enjoy, and
Well, none of the drinks are pre-made. You have to go to the bar.
I will order up a light white wine for Lennox, or I feel like there's not going to be much non-alcoholic.
Gin. Cranberry and gin.
Okay. Order a gin and cranberry for Lennox, and whatever is strong red wine for
The man behind
for
the bar.
Jekyll.
We have red. We have white.
One of each, please.
Rosé it is. He just pours them both into the same glass and hands it to you. And as you are handed by this slightly surly man, he also drums a very heavy finger next to a mason jar that says tips.
I'll drop a couple of gold in there, whatever I can quickly grab out of a pocket.
All right. What is your AC, though?
My AC?
Yes.
Okay. Are we including armor or just...
Do you have it activated at all times?
I mean, I'm wearing... The scale mail is in the coat.
Okay.
And the one shield panel is in the coat.
Okay.
So, technically, yes. It's a 19.
Well, then what is yours? What?
19.
So, barely makes it. As you were getting your drinks, all of a sudden, by both, like, just like this, crossed arms over themselves, grabbing your jacket. Oh, this is not right! Nothing here is right! 9! So bad! So wrong!
Will you unhand me, please? Is this the person behind the bar?
No, this is the man who is drinking a lot next to you.
Oh, okay.
And what you're looking at is a middle height, late middle-aged man, bags under his eyes, big, thick, curled mustache,
Okay.
sideburns that go down to here.
Okay.
Very much dressed in like similar to you, kind of like a heavy coat,
Yeah.
vest, undershirt with the cravat. Everything about him is very I would say 17th to 18th century.
But he's got hold of my lapels
He
right
has
now?
has you like this, and it is for such a
From behind or?
no from the front,
Okay,
like it's your turn,
okay.
like he grabbed you.
Okay.
He's like, you have to listen.
I am listening, my good man.
It's not right. Everything's wrong.
Why don't you come with me? We'll get some fresh air, and we'll talk about what's wrong. How does that sound?
You smell the buffet.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Kris.
He hasn't let go of your
I know.
like as you turn, you're just dragging this 5'8" man with you.
I'm trying to get an extra hand. Kris, come take this, please. Give you the wine glass so that I can kind of side arm this guy and kind of start guiding him to the.
Hold on. I need the barrel.
I'll turn him toward whatever barrel.
What?
Grab a water on your way.
All right, go up to the bar.
I'm hauling
get
this guy
water?
into the
He
hall.
hands you a little glass bottle of water.
Thank
Nice.
you. And puts in 5 gold.
Okay. Once I can get this guy into the hall, I kind of want to try to turn toward a niche or something where we can kind of get out of the main traffic flow.
You know what? This is Castle Ravenloft. There are so many niches to have clandestine, dark conversations in.
So I'm angling for the closest one of those to the door, so Lennox can find us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna I'm hoping that I found one with a little bench or a little wall plinth or something, and kind of set the guy down and then kind of.
You put him down. As you do, his jacket kind of flies up. You can see the inside of it. There's stakes. There's some type of holy scripture. There's a whole thing of you love this jacket because of the number of pockets.
Yeah.
And leather. You're
if he dies, I'm taking it and altering it to fit me.
it is so small. You'd be fat man in a little coat.
So I'm gonna cut open the back and add a fresh panel, do some gussets. I'll make it work. But anyway, I'll set the guy down and kind of crouch down in front of him. All right, friend, why don't we start with your name?
Rudolph.
Rudolph. My name is Jekyll. It is nice to meet you. I wish it could be.
You've killed him once before, yes?
Yes, with help.
Yeah, I have killed him 52 times.
My condolences for your travails and tribulations.
There's Tuesday. You come in, you stab him, you make sure he's got a brick in mouth, and then put his head up his anus and bury him in river. And Sure, like it would be fine. But then he comes back and you're like, oh, come on, man.
So what's different I mean, I can see.
He's happy.
And
This is wrong.
you don't think it's at all possible.
Nine.
What do you think?
It is a parallel clock's convulsion collapse.
You are the smart one
I
here.
know. I'm gonna kind of grab one of those napkins and like a quick little charcoal stick and scribble down what I think he said, which is parallel flux something conversion or collapse. He said collapse.
It's the multi theory. It's just.
Here goes some water, my friend.
It just hits the face and down the. Good. They are supposed to be permanents in the multiverse. Always supposed to be permanents in the multiverse. But if you break them, you have a reality collapse. It takes what's next to it. Might take what's next to that, like a sinkhole in your grandmama's backyard. You lose the shed and the goat. And the other goat. Maybe the third goat. And you see him produce something from his jacket and take a swig.
Of course. What?
It's not right. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to go this way. He always comes back.
If it's already messed up, then if something were to happen to set it back on course, do you think it would work?
I don't know.
So, as far as you're aware, this is the first time in all the 52 plus times you've done this that this has happened.
Yeah, like one time he like had big fluffy hair and like played power disco. One time, like there was one time he was in a singlet with like a cape and had a big tall blonde man.
Stride through the ages.
One time he looked like Bela Lugosi. That was the easiest one. Then one time he looked at me. Von Richten, what is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? I stabbed him in the heart and I said, successful. And he went, shit.
Why don't we find you a place to take a quick nap so that perhaps you'll be able to help us set things right later?
He's already out, leaning back.
Okay.
Is there like maybe like a curtain or something?
No, there's no curtain.
Okay. Right then.
You gotta make this happen! Like he just like goes to grab you.
Yeah.
And then just slowly falls back asleep.
I mean,
I could do without all of the grabbing.
I mean,
the crushed velvet is now crushed.
I know, it's so sad.
We saw Irina, or
give me the wine. And down the whole thing.
Unsafe.
Understandable. Was
okay,
looking
for
it. Oh wait, no.
Ah, not 20.
Never mind.
You're just like, you know what? These people came out of a
That was
box.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
I mean, that we had both heard Irina speak, if that was even really her.
I think that for all, I think he said his name was Van Richten. For all that this gentleman.
Knox, give me a history. Knox, give me a history check. You could actually give me one too, Shekel, if you want.
You have guidance, do you not?
Oh, I do have.
I can also guidance myself.
Yeah, that's going to be a 13.
Also a 13.
You You know the name Van Richten. You don't know why you know the
Yeah.
name Van Richten.
It's been a while.
You might have had to read a book with that name in it.
Just 1,000 pages. I think that for all the fact that he's drunk, he's on the right track. I hope that he can sober up before whatever happens later
I
happens.
mean, that I could do that right now. I had to do it for Lavandra.
I think it would be better to let him sleep for now while we try to figure out what our plan is.
I mean, that for me, that the as much as that the jovial, fake out Irina plan might be very bad to do. But at the same
It
time,
might provide enough of my thinking was it might provide enough of a distraction to encourage or allow anyone who was going to object to object.
I mean,
And by object, I mean
that what if that they stitch together some just amalgamation, and basically that the real Irina up in this whatever convulgence is dead.
I don't think we have the time to find that out. If we were going to try to track her down, we should have done so while we were down in the town. I don't think there's enough time to get down there and back before whatever happens up here
Actually, no, that it's would a human be considered a creature?
Yes? What are you thinking?
Because I have locate creature.
She's a creature!
She is a creature.
Hang on, let's find the actual text of the spell here.
I was about to say, if you cast it, I do need to know the wording of the spell.
Yes.
Okay, describe it or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. Now, if I remember correctly, the dimensions of the mountain is something like 3,000 feet up to Ravenloft. So we're not close enough for it to ping on her if she is down in the village. But we'd be able to tell if she's here in Castle Ravenloft or not. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as human or unicorn, so long as you have seen such a creature up close, within 30 feet, at least once. If the creature you described or named is in a different form, like under the effect of polymorph, the spell does not locate the creature. The spell also cannot locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature. Interesting.
Water disrupts magic.
Mm-hmm.
Running water, specifically, at least 10 feet wide. But it would tell us if the thing in the chapel, or some part of it, is her or not. If you want to do that, I think that's a good call.
That basically just going to just do the quickly set up that the materials for it, and then going to cast locate creature.
Nope. She is not within 1,000 feet.
So whatever that is in the chapel is not Irina.
Mm-hmm. Well, shut.
I think the original plan, which was come here, do the job. Again. Live if we can. Go down swinging if we can't. I think that's the only plan. It's more a matter of, do we try to find out how many others might be willing to do so with us, or do we just...
Do you feel hands on your shoulders again?
Damn it.
I need you to come with me.
We're hiding again?
Yes.
Well, certainly, my good man.
I was told I could keep the coat on as long as I took the hat off.
No.
Good.
Just Step over here into the butler's pantry.
Never been in one of these.
You step in, and it is like the largest food and china and silverware pantry that you've ever seen. Like, Straw got some good shit when it's not like spooky, like not cleaned.
So that it is like a walk-in closet type of deal.
It is a room that would be twice as big as this room that holds most of the china, the silverware, the tea sets, and some food. Not much food, but like if you were to try to snatch some like some quick snacks to go onto a tray, like that is the butler's pantry. But again, this is mostly the china and silverware so that you can keep up with it.
Right.
He's in there. He turns and looks at you. You talked to Rudolph van Richten.
He was rather distraught. I believe it was a side effect of the vast quantities of drink he was having.
Yes, he has killed me 48 times. I've killed him once. He got better.
We didn't discuss
Magical
that.
items are bullshit.
We didn't discuss that. I do apologize if
Do you know who he is?
the name is familiar.
It's familiar, but no.
Have you never read Van Richten's Guide to the Realms of Dread?
Did we? Maybe we did. Might have forgotten that's what it was called.
I mean, that we had to collect the book, but we never read or looked through the book for that one job.
Maybe you did.
Great. Nobody wants to talk to Rudy. Oh, idiots. Okay.
I'm going to pretend that we didn't hear that. Is there something
I
specific?
said it very loud and clearly.
I am trying to be polite, my God.
I'm not.
I understand that. And that is the difference here. Is there something you wanted to say, or did you only want to question us menacingly in riddles, my good man?
It's fun. I've done this so many times. No, we don't have time for that. It's time to be direct.
I would appreciate that greatly.
If they get married, the whole world's gonna fucking die. And take anything with it down, because he is a constant, he is a waypoint. That is why he always comes back. However, Richten didn't do it. I don't know who. They left a book called The New Age Man. They slipped it in. The reason I didn't notice it is they put it underneath the book jacket of Machiavelli's The Prince. He reads that at least once a month. Anyway, to get what he wants, he decided to change his tactics as a good general would. The problem is it will destroy everything, and you are from the prime material plane, I'm assuming. Are they adjacent?
Yes.
This is adjacent, so if this goes down, it's going with it. And while I would love to technically be responsible for the largest genocide that happened within the multiverse, I'd like to be able to be alive afterwards, and I can't leave this place. There is just a bottle of brandy in his hand, and you have no clue.
What, then, do you suggest happens?
Since I can't, and I have to go change into my best man outfit soon. I need you to crash the wedding. I need you to cause chaos. I need you to make sure they don't get a chance to say, I do. And before you ask, yes, he's dated that monstrosity in there for 6 months. He talks about her beautiful voice. I love you, Strad! Bess, we can totally sleep in the same bed tonight. But we have to be stitched between. If I have to hear this one more goddamn day, I might be fine with oblivion. But you also have to get rid of that godforsaken habit.
Okay.
Do we need to wait for the beginning of the wedding to do so?
You're fucking daft. And all of a sudden you hear, yo, I need my best man to get in his suit. We're about to go have some pre-wedding drinks. Margarita! So I want him back to normal. This much cheer is making my pancreas bleed.
Ooh.
I'm not allowed to murder anyone who touches anything. That was my one joy in life working for Strahd von Zarovich, is to murder bitches who touch the ladle. Stare at me the wrong way. A fart somewhere in this castle. Fucking hells. And he just walks off immediately after that. Like he kicks the door open and keeps going. Brandy in hand.
I just think that your plan of me being Irina may have to come to fruition.
Hang on a moment. I'm going back to the little like bar room that was set up. I'm gonna open up the door in there, just kind of hold it open, look around and say, who thinks this is all bullshit? How many hands?
The bartender's hand goes up.
Who wants to stop it before it gets started?
One of the zombies.
Let's go, people. And I'm just gonna walk.
I am people.
I'm heading to the chapel.
I'm at least 5.
I'm heading to the chapel. I say we do this now. I mean, why wait? Let's just get it started.
As you walk in, the first thing you see is Loth over by the Irina.
Yeah.
Honey, you look fantastic. You're looking so good. Oh, I am
Do
so
you
proud
want
that
to
I'm
orderly?
going to be up there with you and that we are going to get you married to a fine young boy. Loth turns and looks at you, and immediately, because you're the one who made the noise, you're standing in a black plane staring at her, and she is looking at you with her fingers steepled in her full Dami Mommy outfit with the spider silk cape.
Yeah.
You about to fuck up my wedding plans?
It's not your wedding, lady.
Little boy. You about to fuck up me being in a pretty dress on a stage, everybody looking at me because as nice as her dress is, you know she's garbage. She is hot garbage. She's got cabbage in her mouth and she's garbage. They're going to be looking at me.
They'd look at you even more if you were up there with Strahd yourself.
Yeah, he's not my type.
Then leave.
Child, are you trying to tell a god to leave? Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
14.
Okay, so you're going to take full damage.
I should have cast Death Ward on you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ooh,
I'm not done.
I know. Ooh.
No, you don't jump in there yet.
Oh my god.
This is what an 11 wisdom looks like.
Bye bye.
So that is 50 psychic damage that you take.
Okay.
And you are prone on the floor as she then walks over and you feel a foot on your back.
Okay.
So, lad, I think we might want to rephrase how we're talking to legit a demon prince of the abyss. And maybe, instead of making demands, remember you're dealing with the original dark fucking goddess. And either make a deal or say, yes, ma'am. So you got 3 options. Which one you taking? I hope you're smarter than you look.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, fine. All right. Takes her foot off of you. Told everyone I wouldn't be complete dominatrix at the wedding. Can't be a braids bridezilla. I'm not leaving. I'm going to be up there. There's going to be a wedding. Unless you got some other offer that will make me happy.
Strahd goes down, and you rule Barovia in his place until he returns.
How the fuck would I want that? I got a whole level of the Abyss. I just beat the mushroom bitch for the rest of it. I don't have roommates. I don't have roommates for the first time in a millennia. Do you know how great that is in this economy? So strike one. Try another one.
If all you want is people to look at you in a beautiful dress, all you have to do is say please.
I don't say please, I'm a goddess, so rephrase that. Strike two.
What is it that you want?
Oh, no, you know what? No one has asked me that. They just keep sending me dead bodies and make spiders pop out people's chests, which is wicked awesome, but no one's ever gone, Loth, Tabitha, Maleficent, what do you want from life? Huh?
Because I can't imagine living vicariously through a grotesque amalgamation.
Oh, no. I'm just going to be up here. Strahd owed me a favor. I wanted to be here. I wanted to be in at least one wedding that didn't involve going to Celestia, child. You know what? I'm feeling benevolent, and you feel the heel of the high heel on your spine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it just kind of drags along it. Oddly enough, it pops everything in the right. You might be 6'6" when this is done.
North or south?
She drags from the hip towards the head.
Okay.
He goes, how about this? I'm not allowed in your world. You're from Arax, right? You're from Bozath, Mia. Oh, you're a Mortal Coil. Like, all of a sudden she has your writ.
Yeah.
Your little card.
Drop.
Just drops it. Drops it. You know, I'm not allowed in that world. I'm not allowed in that world. If I want to be. Leave the door open for me. Let me get back there. Let me do a little bit of business. I might have left some shit there once. Not, I haven't been there. You know, how do you leave shit somewhere that you've never been? You know what? I'm a god.
I don't possess that power.
I think you do. You gotta go home at some point. Put a door jam in. Put a little wedge. Put a little wedge in there and allow me that 3 extra seconds. I'll go there. That's in the shade of myself. I always like going to a new place, seeing new things, trying new foods, torturing new people, letting some people learn something about themselves they didn't know beforehand. Because some people like it a lot. Safe words, Oklahoma. Can you do that for me?
I'm not in the habit of giving invitations without an expected end of the stay. How long, my lady?
Not that long. It'll be a short stay.
1 day, 24 hours of
Oh, you're in
time.
no place to make demands. I'll stay a very short time, but I promise you, it's a short time.
By your wreck or mine?
Who do you think?
Why answer a question with a question?
You did the same thing right there, didn't you? Now we're gonna keep doing this. We're like everyone else is thinking you're having a fucking stroke while I'm sitting there just adjusting my bustier. We got a deal, don't we? Be another dead body in Barovia tonight.
I will do my best to leave open the door.
She pats your head very patronizingly. There you go, Sonny. There you go. You gotta do great. What else? And next thing you know, you notice that all of a sudden there is blood pouring from, Hyde's over to the side. I wasn't gonna fucking jump in on that. No, fuck that. Did you see her?
Thought she would be your type.
Fuck no. I'm crazy. I'm not that crazy. You know what she does? Butt stuff, and it's not. It involves spiders coming out of the butt. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit over here and have my fucking line stick and just let you do what you do.
Second, third, fourth.
So, how long for
It is
the rest
literally
of it?
like you came in, you watch Jekyll try to talk smack to a legit goddess, and then you just watch Jekyll start blood pouring out the nose, cough up a little bit, out the eyes, out the ears, hunches forward.
Going to basically mask a 5th level cure wounds. It's just like a pat on the back. Going to be like, Jekyll, are you okay? Are you okay? And that is going to be a lovely 15, 23, 26, 30 HP back.
It's Jekyll. This is a wild 3 seconds. It actually feels like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, now I need to look up a spell because.
And as you say that, she's still making direct eye contact with you. But honey, I'm gonna go. You know what? I need to go take a wickedness. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the little goddess's room. And you just see her walk off and do like the Lady D dump through the door.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we left with in the room? I've got the horde behind me of adventurers still.
People followed you.
Cool.
No, what I'm saying is people, the zombie.
Oh, just the one guy?
You know what? There's like a couple heroes that came with you. Like the rest of them are like, they all think this is bullshit, but at the same time, they remember the last time they fought Strahd. And like, there's one dude in there that looks like that's a level 20 adventurer. He's even sitting there going, shit, I lost like 5 friends. Like 8 of us were there. Like it was.
So ahead of us though, Abbott, the amalgamation.
The amalgamation that's still most like that's behind like kind of a curtain.
Yeah.
And you also see a couple of like the other bridesmaids kind of like take Loth leaving as like a we're gonna go, and the kind of buff elf chick looks at y'all and just goes as well.
Oh.
So now it's just you, the Abbott, and
amalgamation.
The amalgamation.
All the other zombie.
The zombies are there, but they're just like one of them is like, how did the cord get tangled this much when it was plugged in?
I'm gonna put a hand on Lennox's shoulder, both for support, but also for just to make sure you don't go anywhere real quick. Lean down and I'm gonna kind of like look you dead in the eyes and say, whatever happens, I'm not going home tonight. Do not save me or she comes back to all of us. Do not bring me back. She will go with. Let's get this done. Somebody guard the door. Albert, your time is done. Please leave now.
As that Jekyll does that, basically Lennox is going to shift his face into the better version of Irina, not the amalgamation, and just going to be up in the deep voice. It's just, yeah, we don't know that your time is done.
This unholy rite will not be allowed to stand. Please leave.
No, you need to go. Everyone give me a wisdom save.
I'm getting my
23.
rocked.
Okay, you are resisting. So you resist. What'd you get, Jekyll? Is that a...
This many.
So Jekyll, as he says, you leave. You just immediately turn around and walk back out the door towards the buffet, thinking, you know what? They had bacon-wrapped green beans covered in grape jelly. That sounds fantastic. And you start going out the door like all the heroes follow you as well. Lennox, you're the last one standing in there. And this short is the baby in the other room. Like you just somewhere there's a nursery.
Oh no.
Somewhere in Castle Ravenloft there's a nursery that's actually being well taken care of. Just one of the hacks. Nanny will get you a cookie. but we bought them from Nabisco because I'm not allowed to make them myself. So I found the most evil thing I could give you.
Damn.
I also have Nestle water for you. I can't disobey Strawn, but I can be belligerent in my compliance.
I mean, it should have been like Sunny because
Does
it
anyone
just
want to
was
use
so hot. It just
Starlink
tastes
from
like
Elon
the-
Musk?
What effect am I under? Just a charmed effect?
You have been suggested to.
How long do it last?
Now, my rule with suggest is it doesn't really allow for another save unless like something happens to hurt you. But I feel that suggestion should always have another save because that is way too powerful for like was it a second level?
Yeah, it's the second or third level. What?
Mm-hmm. Second level spell.
So it's like my problem with suggestion is you fail it and then you go do the thing. As long as it's not violent, and then it's like, okay, what about another save? There is no. I'm like, oh shit. That doesn't seem fair, especially.
Well, if the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked
if you go
to
and
do.
get the green beans wrapped in bacon before you pass a save, you'll be like, wait, this is not why I'm here.
Yeah.
Still grab your plate of green beans and bacon and start going back.
Yeah.
But you're staring at this abbot. You need to go. This is not what you need to do. This is nothing that you need to have association with you.
I am actually right where I need to be. Actually, because
The doorway?
no, and then I'm just going to take a step closer up to him, and then that as that basically saying that, just in case. Do I want to pop a Twilight Sanctuary now? Because I think I might need to. We're going to go ahead and pop Twilight Sanctuary with all of the, just like that, the iridescent, like purple lights just starts hitting off of the chapel stained windows and just going to be like that. We are here to basically crash this wedding, and I'm going to rock you like a hurricane so that way we can all be saved.
Okay, inform me of what does Twilight Sanctuary do?
It's a lot. Twilight Sanctuary is a class feat that basically turns everything into dim light. At the start of my turns, I know that I get to roll I think it is a D6 plus my wisdom, and then that I can basically give myself temporary HP, and then that I can also kind of fly in it for a minute.
1 minute until you're incapacitated or you die. 30-foot radius sphere.
So you're encompassing the whole chapel. I'll go ahead and say that.
And you can end an effect. You can either give the temp HPs or you can end charm or frighten effects on one creature.
Okay, so Jekyll's already out when you drop this. Right. But as you do this, let's say, where are the effects that it dispels?
It is not a dispel. It is a class feature.
No, I'm just saying, like, what does
it can end?
It can end charmed or frightened.
Charmed or frightened, okay. Yeah. So you do it, and the priest is just, or the abbot's just looking at you. Okay. And as you say, you're going to rock them like a hurricane. What is your AC?
It is 19.
Okay, let me write this down. And Jekyll is what again?
My AC is also 19, unless I'm using the repelling or repulsion shield, which is the hat. It would be 18.
Okay, so I'm writing this down over here for my purposes. As you do that, a blinding red whip cracks into your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Very low damage, so that is 7 magical slashing.
Okay.
And 1 fire.
Okay.
My dice are on fire.
So 8 total. Okay.
As this abbot is now holding a disproportionately large fiery, crackling whip in their right hand.
How long, how many rounds is it going to take me to continue the suggestion spell before it works?
Well, I'm going to allow you to do a save right now. Give me another wisdom save as you're like, I got to get them green beans. And several of the heroes are like, man, green beans? You are still sold on those green beans.
Yeah,
So since you acted first by activating your sanctuary last time, it's now your go.
Okay, then I'm going to go up to him and then basically, let's see.
Just hold on until I can get back in there.
First of all, I got myself 6 temp HP, so there's that. And basically, I am going to cast Whole Person on him. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay, read me whole person.
Humanoid you can see within range, wisdom save, or paralyzed for duration, which is concentration up to a minute. Repeat save at end of your turns.
You learn 2 things very quick, Lennox. First off, when you cast this spell, this is not a humanoid.
Oh, no.
Second thing is, as you cast it, it does rupture a veil around this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking at a Baylor.
Ooh.
And it's a Baylor you now remember by the name of Gabriel, a fallen angel who was banished to Barovia. I'm sorry, I'm lost on Neysa laughing at
It's fine.
Gabriel. You are now staring at a 20-foot tall Baylor with a flaming sword and a whip.
It's a Balrog. We're fighting a Balrog. I'm so ready. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna love it.
Really? The priest? I mean, you could have been Irina herself, that you could have been, any other person, but you chose the priest.
You're talking the Baylor.
So you do that. I did not choose my form. I rolled a dice and it did not go well. Punishment for rebellion against Celestia, especially when Lady Luck's on the judge bench, is not fantastic. But I'm getting out this bitch. And then it's going to make its 2 attacks.
Okay.
Just hold
on. So that is a 19 on the whip.
Yes.
That is a 20 on the sword.
That's fine.
Okay, so let's do the whip damage first.
Okay.
6 fire.
Okay. By tips.
Okay, good news. I only rolled a 1 and a 2, so 6 magical slashy from the whip. Now there is the
plus cleric level, so then that's would have been 16 reduced.
Now it's the crit on the sword
to 2 temps.
33 slashing.
Okay. Let's hit that.
7 fire.
7. Okay.
So that's both of its attacks.
Okay. Let's see here. What do I got to do?
So, Jekyll, give me another wisdom save as you're making it to the buffet and grabbing your plate.
15?
No.
Yeah.
Matt, you got them green beans, but also you look right next to it. Oh, shit, son. Brussels sprouts that with candy jam.
Damn, you're making me hungry again, Hewitt.
Okay.
However, you will not need to roll next time. You now have a plate full of food, and you're like, wait.
Yay.
Like the rest of the heroes in line. Wait.
Okay, so that's 16 temporary HP because of Twilight Sanctuary. My turn is that after seeing him fight, I'm going to take a swing at him. That's going to miss. That's a 14.
Yeah, that definitely misses this dude.
Can I hold? You know what? I am going to do a 3rd level healing word on myself. And then if that be my turn.
Bud, you good?
So that's 5, 9 plus 5,
What's wrong?
so that's 14.
Got an itchy
I
ear?
think that's when he hit. I was trying to make sure we didn't have a light or something break across the screen. Because I guess it was him hitting the light that caused it to happen, but for a second I thought it was like maybe our connection got ganked a little.
Sit. No, you're
Okay.
about to cause ruckus.
Gonna smackies.
Okay.
The whip is going to just barely miss you.
Okay.
The sword, on the other hand, is not, because that's a 28.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
So, good news is it's not a crit. Bad news is that is nearly max damage.
Okay.
So that go ahead and take 5 fire.
Okay. So that's
that
11.
Is, oh shit, that's a 9, not a 6. Okay. That is.
These are tips.
That is another 28 slashing.
Okay, so 28 minus 11 will be 28 minus 11. So that's 17 more. So that's okay. Now, I am still looking good health wise because I'm counting myself up to my max, which is 110. Okay. So, Sanctuary again. So that's going to be 13 temps. Now.
Oh, hold on. We now go to Jekyll, who's got a mouthful of food.
Am I out from under the suggestion?
Yes, now you have your. Wait a minute.
I'm giving Hyde full control right now because I'm realizing how fucking bad this is. And I'm yeeting the plate, pulling the hat out of the hat holster, and activating the repulsion shield aspects of it. So I'll be running off of 18 AC instead of 19. That's an interact action. As a full action, I'm casting haste upon myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will bring my AC up to.
We got a.
Follow Alexis Arias 11. Hey.
Wow, thank you for the follow.
You are most welcome here. I'm about to die. So I'm casting haste upon myself, so it's a +2 AC, so I'll be running on a 20 AC. And then I am going to, as I'm taking a rushy rush back toward the chapel, I'm going to pop a flask of one of my experimental elixirs, which, really, you're so silly. You're so silly right now. Oh my goodness. It was I rolled up elixirs of boldness. So they basically give me the effect of a bless where I can roll a d4 on attacks and saves for a minute. And I'm assuming potions are a bonus action still.
Mm-hmm. Bud, you okay?
Good?
You good?
What are you doing?
You good, dog?
What? He knocked over.
Him?
He knocked himself. He tripped.
What?
He wants to wrestle. It's not wrestling time, though. It's not wrestling times. Oh my goodness, you're so silly. Okay, action was haste, interact to grab shield, pop in a potion, using the hasted action to dash back to the chapel. So can I be back in the chapel at the end of my turn?
At the end of your turn, I will allow crack-addled Hyde to just come barreling through a door going, and then immediately go, oh shit.
I wasn't there before.
As he comes in, it's a you watch as there is a Baylor where the priest had been.
Oh, truly a devil's eye. Let's go.
So now after this round, y'all will after the Noxax, we will then go back to the allies versus enemies.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Twilight Sanctuary, you got 13 points of temp HP.
Dankeschön. Oh, wait. Hang on. I gotta double check something. Because I think I should have rolled restorative I should have rolled my own temp HPs for the drinking might, so maybe I'll actually have more.
Yeah.
8 plus... no, so I'll take the 13 from you.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a new temp. But no, sir.
Well, I have a potential of up to 15
No,
for
sir.
mine as
No,
well,
sir.
so.
No, sir. That is the microphone.
Let's see that. I need him to give me a good old-fashioned dexterity saving throw. I'm casting Fairy Fire.
19 plus 8.
He got it.
You go to do the fairy fire, and you just watch as the whip cracks it away, and it lands over the figure behind the veil. And so now, whatever is behind there is now glittering like a Disney princess.
Uh-oh. Well, if we need to get her later, we can do that too.
I got nothing but just shield up at this point.
Okay. So now with the enemy's turn, after y'all have acted, the veil gets knocked down, and you see probably the best work of a flesh golem you've ever seen in your life, because, like, goddamn, minus the stitching in a couple places, like, that looks like a normal-ass chick. Also, you're pretty sure, like, the way the wedding dress is cut is too hot. Well, I mean, if Strahd's dated this woman before and has dated this version, you know, there's had to have been a lot of high collars and long sleeves. And she comes up, I can't believe you're doing this on my special day! I need both of y'all to give me a Constitution saving throw as she yells, and the whole room starts to reverberate.
Oh, joy.
19 on the die for me.
You save, so you'll take half.
11.
That's a fail, so you'll take full. Okay, low roll, so that's 10 damage. So 5 for Hyde.
Okay.
And the Baylor will follow. Yes! How could you do this on her special day?
Oh, no, we are about to fix that immediately.
And then he is going to roll, still attacking the person who's directly in front of him.
Yeah.
That is a 25
That's
and a 24.
Both for hit.
Okay, so no crits.
Okay.
So, sword. That is 5 fire.
Okay.
5.
So
That's 9. So 14 plus 8 is 22 magical slashing.
22.
The whip cracks. That's 1 fire.
Okay.
My dice rolls are dang garbage, but that's good for you. 7. Another 15 slashing from the whip.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Is it all of a sudden like now the health notification is going off?
That I am at 88 before I get to 110.
Okay, so
that I am counting up because I'm doing it weird, but then I'm essentially low.
If that works for you. Now, before y'all go, there's kind of a lair action, and that is the rest of the heroes pouring in that went to get green beans.
Yeah.
So I will make one group roll for them. They're not effective.
Well,
They're not effective. The DM dice are betraying me. These are the dice that rolled 5 nat 20s in a row one time. They must be mad at me because I have not used them in like a year. But yeah, the heroes come in and they go for the Baylor, but like they end up fighting the zombies, and they're cutting through the zombies because they're just zombies. But you know, There's also a lot of fabric. So like someone tried to swing a sword and now it's like tangled up in silk and like, God damn it. Somebody's like charged through like a barbarian. Ah, just like hit a table. Oh damn, that was actually bolted to the floor. I thought it was a movable table. No, it was a plinth. Ah, like grabbing their knee. Hero's not doing great. It is now y'all's go. So who's going first? As this Baylor that's taking no damage is still standing there with a whip and a sword.
I'm about to be on heal bot duty right now. So
Heal up yourself. I'm coming in swinging. Okay. So here's my thinking here. I'm gonna run up straight up to the Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking a swing at its knees with my cane, which is running off of mace stats. But for this action, I'm going to use a booming blade. So, and it's not fairy fired, we said, right?
Right.
Okay. So, damn. Forgot my thingy there. So 9. 17 to hit.
No.
Damn.
Like you clang into this thing's shin, and your cane starts to vibrate, and it goes up Hyde's arm, and it goes to the rest of Hyde, and he's like, ah.
Well, as we're doing the shimmy, then I'll come around with the other hand for an unarmed strike.
Okay.
With Tavern Brawler for the hasted action.
Yep.
And we'll do that instead. So +6. $18.
Matches.
Yay!
Okay.
Now we know. Okay, so 18 to hit. Hang on, I don't remember what my unarmed strikes get a D4 instead, so. Oh, max though. So 6 bludgeoning.
Is it magical bludgeoning?
No!
Okay, so you learn something very quickly. You find something very, very quickly. You punched the hell out of it. That was like Hyde's like, ah!
Oh.
Since there was no magical force behind that damage, you punch it, and the Baylor that was the abbot looks down at you, and with absolute pity, Hyde, Galabra Hell looks at you and goes, really? Like, wow.
If I'm gonna die today, I'm doing my best to take you with me, bud! And I'm gonna go ahead. Bonus action, now I'm going to shift up into full on Hyde form. So gain temp HPs.
Sounds really dumb.
2 times prof, but I think I'm already at it, so I'm already at that. So
action.
while shifted, my AC goes up by another 1. So I'm sitting at 21 AC now. Nickel and dime it up there. And
so I put that over here.
Yeah. But I think that's as high as my AC can go right now.
Okay.
Unless I switch back to the other sheet. So, for right now, that's it, because I think that's action that failed, hasted action that kind of succeeded and then failed, and then a bonus action to fully shift up. Okay. That's all I got.
That beginning of my turn, the Twilight Sanctuary grants us 13 temp HPs.
That'll replace my 8.
And I am going to back away so he gets a attack opportunity.
Oh no!
Let me roll that. 21.
That hits.
21.
6 fire.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's 19, 27 slashing.
Okay, let's see here. 6 fire, so 27. Shoot. So that's 7, so 22 HP left.
But you're still standing.
I'm still standing.
I backed the hell away.
Like, you're backing up. The sword hits you. You look down. There's supposed to be more of a leg there. Where's,
Hey, bud.
where's,
Ow.
where's the rest of the leg?
Going to do. Why are you scratching me? But anyway, then I am going to do my last cure wounds.
I feel like he's trying, or Tiana's just trying to give you the 4D experience.
He's just in a wrestle mode, apparently. He's
So
being
that's
silly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I know you are not.
What's he doing?
Felt it chewing on something. Come here, Bob.
Oh, good. 2,
Is he chewing on a cable? I don't want him to get zapped.
It felt like wood. About
26,
About
31 HP back.
that's it. You want this?
So
Do you want your coffee? Are you going to play with your coffee?
31.
How about you sit? We'll catch. Catch. Good job.
Okay. All right. Then that basically going to hunker down, and that is my turn.
Okay, y'all roll me a D100, one of y'all.
Get it. 40 plus the 0 on the little one makes it 50 or just 40 flat? I don't remember how it's. Can't ever remember how it's supposed to go.
That's the problem. I think that
I just count that as 40 because then I count the one that has the 2 zeros as the 10s, and then I count that as the 1s. So it might be just 40 flat.
I think that would be a 40 flat.
Okay, so 40 flat.
So, I'm going to bring something in from Monster of the Week then because of what you rolled being below 50. Do you want a worse outcome to pay a price, or something to not have, or to have a failure on what's about to happen?
For just me or for the entire gang?
This is, people are pouring in now. So this is a layer-ish.
Oh no.
So price to pay, a worse outcome, or a failure on what was supposed to happen.
From the back of Hyde's brain, Jekyll chooses price to pay. I'm in sacrificial mode.
Oh no.
All right. So I'm gonna roll a d20 for. Where am I? Okay, there's another d20. Okay, so the heroes finally cut through the zombies and are now making their way to the Baylor. But the price to pay is who's going to get blamed for this, Hyde?
Me.
Because the door behind you gets kicked open.
Strut.
Who's in here trying to molest my wife? And behind him you see the big three. Miro with a torch.
No.
And Tatiana's brother. There. But you also see Rahaden staring directly at you. For the split second, both of you think there's a smile. So there's a price to pay, Hyde, and you will be blamed.
Okay.
For all of this because you're the one who's just like everyone else is doing something. You're right
I'm
there.
in the spotlight.
You're like the one, like direct eye contact can be made. You were just trying to punch a dude in the knee, and you kind of turn around, and there's Strahd, and he makes eye contact with you, and you're watching the wheels in this meticulous madman and murderer's head click to obviously you.
Yeah.
Then he goes, "Oh shit, is that a Balrog? I didn't think we invited Tolkien here." Okay, so we got a round. We now have 4 actions that occur in a round. There is going to be. We just had the heroes. Now we have you. Then we have the Balrog. Now we have Strahd.
Oh boy.
We have a very fun clock. Strahd is midnight on the atomic clock right now.
Yeah.
So.
Whose turn is it?
Y'all's.
God.
Yeah, you're sitting there like this. Hyde.
I feel like Hyde's only slightly scared. This is more like this is gonna be a hell of a ride.
But I think Hyde has enough semi-self-preservation to realize he's between a Balrog and a hard place. He's between a Baylor and Strahd. He's like, this is gonna be fun for like 3 seconds, and then it's about to be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
God,
Okay.
Action Economy sucks for me right now.
All right. So I there's only so much that that poor little old me can do. But we're gonna keep giving it a go, I guess. Because I'm still trying to. Okay. Let me give Booming Blade one more go here.
Too bad the Time of Dead isn't a bonus action.
As main action. 19 on the die, which we know hits over the AC of 18. So, I'm gonna go find my numbers again. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects and then becomes sheathed. But at 5th level, it deals an extra D8 of thunder damage on a hit. Okay. So, I'm gonna be doing that and that.
And this.
So we're back to the cane swinging around here.
I've been doing it right. Yes.
What's the totes?
I rolled 2 1s
Oh my god.
for damage.
Oh no.
This fucking sucks.
Did you actually roll the hit though?
I rolled a 19 on the die to
that
hit.
does hit.
Yeah. So 1 thunder damage and 5 magical bludgeoning. And if the Baylor moves willingly 5 feet in any direction, it will take another 2d8 of thunder damage then. And then for the hasted action, gotta find what the repulsion shield does again. Hang on. Where are you? So after being hit by a melee attack. Okay. So I'm going to bring my cane around for like the backhanded swing. Again, and this will just be straight up. Where are my numbers? A 10 and a 3 makes 13 plus 8, 21 to hit. So
that hits.
6 bludgeoning, magical, because it's still a +2 weapon.
So you ding his shin up real good.
Yeah, ding his shin up real good, yeah. As a bonus action, I will try to bop him with the shield on my forearm.
Right.
It's not the repulsion shield effect. This is just a shield master bonus action shove.
Okay.
Use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with the shield. So I guess we gotta go look at shield or shove mechanic.
Believe it's I know it's strength based.
Yeah, I think it's contested strength.
Here, bud.
Yeah. So, wait. Target must be no more than 1 size larger. What technical size category is the Baylor? Is it large or huge?
It's huge.
Well, shit. Can't do that anyway. So never mind there. As a bonus action.
But that's going to be a bad idea if you bite the balloon. It's not going to do what you expect. It's going to be bad doodles, bro. Your balls are on my foot, Kianos. Now your tongue is too. It's a weird situation here.
As a bonus action, I'll cast a 2nd level healing word upon myself.
Okay.
The equivalent of come on, keep going. You can do this. Just preemptively because I was still down.
Best around.
3, and 2 makes 5, and I think Healing Word doesn't add anything else. Oh, it is plus spellcast mod, so plus 3, so
No.
plus 3, 8.
No.
So I heal up 8 with Healing Word, and that is my turn.
That you can use. Oh wait a minute. Does that you can use an action cantrip, and then you can use a leveled.
Yeah, you
bonus
can do a
action.
cantrip.
Correct.
Use a cantrip and a leveled action. You can't
Okay,
do
then.
2 leveled spells in the same round
Right. Okay. So.
without magical help.
Right. So that's going to be 15 temps for both of
Oh,
us.
excellent. That's a little bit more than I had. Oh,
Okay. And I need to look up Toll of the Dead.
I got you.
Needs to make a wisdom save.
I believe so.
And it has taken a little bit of damage.
It has, but that's a 19 on the
Ouch.
die.
Freak.
Do you have any ranged weaponry? Because if you do, you could use your radiant add damage now.
Yeah, that.
What is it? Divine Strike?
Yeah, that's the Divine Strike. But other than that, that Toll of the Dead misses so that it doesn't take half damage on a miss. So going to use a 4th level spell slot to do Healing Word, and that'll be me.
He's a silly boy.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So
he's a
now
silly
it
boy.
is the enemy's turn.
Enemies!
So the first one is still yelling that you should, or you're ruining her day. I need a Constitution save.
Okay,
22 for me.
Okay, you're good. You'll take half damage again.
Wisdom save, you said?
Con.
Kind, and that's going to be a 16.
Okay, so you both take half. So
Okay.
that is 7 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
Some of the heroes are kind of pushed back by this. You're the closest to the Baylor now, so that's a 20 and a 19.
Okay. Totals?
No, it's a 20 on the die
Oh.
for the first one and a 19 plus 10 on the second one.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
but I'm running a 21 AC at the moment. The first one that hits, though.
Well, they both hit because it's 19 plus 10.
Yeah, whichever one hits first.
Uh-huh.
I'll be using my reaction to use one of the charges of my repulsion shield to push him 15 feet away. There's no check or anything on this. It's just a direct push.
Okay. Well, let me roll for that sword hit. That's a crit. Oh my god.
It's fine. I deserve it. I was the dumb boy today. Let's go.
So that is 36 magical slashing.
Hang on, I gotta do something. 36. Okay, got it.
Plus another 11 fire.
59. Got it.
You do shove it back 15 feet, which does not affect Booming Blade because it does not do it on its own.
But when it tries to move back up again or move anywhere else, it's going to take that.
But its second attack is a whip that has range.
That's fine.
So, good news for you. Not great damage, 1 fire.
Okay. 58. You wake up.
So 17 magical slashing.
41. Okay.
And it stands after you repulse it back with a shield.
I realizing this Jekyll might be a better build with some barbarian levels.
As you do this, you're like, Jekyll's like, or sorry, Hyde's like, ha. And you're like, move, come towards me. Keep fighting. And it's like, I know what you did.
I want you to hit me.
I know what you did.
Okay, so
Hold on, I'm getting a message about the podcast that happens after this.
I am the world's dumbest smart guy right now.
Give me a second. I have to text him finishing up a game.
It's gonna end pretty quick. I'm gonna. But the theory being, I die, Lolth doesn't get to cash in her deal.
Okay, so
Theoretically.
you've gotten smacked.
Okay.
That's the enemy. Now it's Strahd's turn. You watch Heroes kind of part as Strahd just like straight up pulls this 100% ceremonial sword out of his belt
Mm-hmm.
and just keeps power walking.
Oh, shit.
And you see the big three, Ball, the M guy,
Look at the other one. Hang on.
and Side Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Bane. Ball, Miracle, and Bane.
Ball, Miracle, and Bane. They're falling behind him. Miro is just lighting Silk on fire with the torch as he comes through.
Miro.
And then you just see Tatiana's brother looking around like he seems to know that's not his sister, but he's like with the crossbow and going back out a door. So
Fading into the hedge.
you watch as Strahd takes this 100% ceremonial sword that does not have a blade. It is just a piece of metal that looks like it. Goddamn, Strahd. That's a 19 plus 7.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
hits.
Not even mad. This is great.
And so Strahd, you're not gonna fuck up my day. That's a nat 20 on second attack. So,
Rock my shit, bro. Let's go.
this is so stupid. Strahd is literally using this blunt piece of steel to strike
Slapping the hell
a
out
bait.
of
Like
me.
he just jumps up, no, and like he's flat siding the sword on this Baylor and turning down looking at you. I haven't forgotten you yet. This somehow I know in the depths of where my soul should be. It's your fault. It's your fault, Henri. It's your fault. You know what? We're going to deal with that in a healthy psychological manner that's called I stab you through the fucking heart. Like, as you watch this, Strahd's hair is going from me like wavy, silky smooth to fraying the ears. Like, Strahd is starting to go monstrous, and the bell, and you watch the three gods just start killing heroes because they're gods. But one hero stabs Bane in the shoulder. It's like, ha, ha, ha. It's like, you just see Paul. Oh, shit, we forgot we're not immortal anymore. We trade. You know what? Poof. The three of them are now gone. Strahd, fucking fair weather college friends bullshit. We're going to have words. We're going to have words. They're going to be strong words, and it's going to be death. But as this happens, and we get back to the top of the order, Strahd is flying and smacking this Baylor in the face, and he turns and looks, and the flesh golem of Irina looks up, and she quickly pulls a veil across. You're not supposed to see me!
Guess what? We ruined their wedding day.
And she goes running out of a door.
It is still a better movie than Wedding Crashers. I said it. Vince Vaughn, you are a terrible fucking actress.
Sit down.
He done got up by pterodactyls one time.
Keanu's.
So as that happens, we get to the start of this next round. Irina has run out, yelling, "You've ruined the day, and you're not supposed to see me."
OFT.
Yes, you done run off.
Mm.
And it's the heroes that were not stabbed to death by gods, like, and they start backing out very quickly. And then we get to y'all's turn as Strahd is slapping a Baylor. Both of y'all are looking a little rough.
Do we stay in, or just like let this just sort itself out?
I told you what I expected from you earlier.
Do they share a mind in that sense, or would like Hyde, you know what you agreed to the other guy about?
I feel like Hyde doesn't want Lolth creeping on his territory.
Oh, okay, so
He's in agreement that Lolth should not come to Arax, but for purely selfish reasons. Because if she comes to Arax, then he won't be the biggest bad thing there is anymore. He's very narcissistic. He thinks he's the
I'm
only
under
one.
this impression, yes.
So he doesn't want her creeping on his
Dear
territory.
Lord, boy. I'm going to have to put a weight on, like, we do have weight bags and we do need to start using them.
Yeah.
Don't look over here
All
and be
right.
all sad.
Well,
I
then,
love you.
Well, then I will tell Lavandra that you have went down swinging.
All right, do what y'all do.
I mean, Strahd's over there whooping the Baylor's ass, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
you get
You are, okay,
16.
let me rephrase that. You're at the Baylor's knee, or 15 feet away
Yeah.
from him because you put your back. Strahd is up there whooping him with a sword.
Yeah,
I'm far back, just looking at all of this.
what I'm doing is I'm taking the opportunity to step back just a little bit, but I'm waiting in the chapel until
Okay.
Strahd's done with the Baylor is done with Strahd, and then I'll take on whoever's left.
Okay, so as you step back,
I thought it might save its opportunity attack for Strahd, but
no, Strahd takes an opportunity attack
oh, fair enough. How
and just nails you with a knife in the shoulder.
fair enough.
Now, the good news is it is a dagger.
Okay,
The bad news is
poison.
it's Strahd's dagger,
It's a Strahd dagger.
and he rolled max damage. So that
Okay.
is 4 plus 8 piercing.
12.
12.
So hang on, I gotta do some math again. 10 would be 31. 2 off of that would be 29. Okay,
And then 6 necrotic.
it's 23. Okay, got it.
And you hear a beeping from the knife.
Oh. Beep. Oh, God, if that's that Call of Duty knife, you've been playing Call of Duty.
Don't you think I haven't seen fucking Blade?
If it's my turn,
Yeah, and it's just, you're still free to move. It's just you got ganked with a knife.
so I'll take like 5 or 10 feet away from where I was. Yoink the knife, out of my shoulder and yeet it across the floor.
Give me a con save yanking the knife out.
Okay. Yeah, plus 4 to those as well. 18 and 6 makes 24.
So you'll take half damage,
Okay.
which is minimum 1 because I rolled a 1. As you pull it out, you realize the knife was barbed.
I'm yeeting it across the floor, hoping
It
it
explodes.
skitters away.
It explodes in a cool fashion underneath the table.
Okay.
So-
and then
So anyone that wasn't really paying attention, looks like you blew up Strahd's table.
Oh,
okay, let me get I will pull out one of my stash of empty flasks. And oh, I gotta hang on, I gotta scroll again. There they are. And make a it's actually not gonna. That just gives me a. Okay, never mind. That's a waste of an action, a bonus action. I will. I should probably have been rolling con saves for my haste. Damn. Hang on. I took a lot of damage in one turn. That was like 50 damage on a single hit before. There's no way.
Oh, I forgot
even...
you had haste. So yeah, there should have been a
Yeah.
concentration check.
Okay. Okay, so my concentration should have broke last turn.
Let's just roll 2C right now.
Well, I know for a fact that I couldn't have beat a 25. Well, maybe
Unless
I could.
you
Maybe
roll
I
a
could.
nat 20.
A 19 or a 20, I could. 6. So I was gonna fail that con.
So
Um.
as you step back, the effects of haste wear off,
Right,
and Hyde obviously like yeah.
Yeah. So it says I can't move or take reactions, so I shouldn't have moved at all. or take actions.
You know,
Move
well,
or
I will say this: I'll allow what has happened to this point because it was an error on our part.
Okay.
But right
no
now, your
actions.
haste is now
Yeah.
ended, and you're
Okay.
technically what?
So I can't move or take actions until after my next turn. After the spell ends. Damn. So that's it should have ended on the last.
We're just gonna take it from this point forward.
So I can't do anything this turn or next turn. So I am definitely going to die.
So you backed up, it fell, you threw the knife out, things got bad.
Well, throwing the knife is not technically an action. So
no, I'm just saying is that just visually what everyone's seeing.
Yeah.
Because you throw a knife, table blows up, and then all of a sudden you kind of lurch forward.
Well, it says I can't take actions, but it doesn't say anything about bonus actions. So I'm gonna max out a healing word for myself real quick.
Okay.
At 3rd level for that.
What is your current status, though, stats effect wise?
Status?
Like when haste ends, you
I
become.
think it's slow.
It doesn't do anything. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over.
So
it's not a named effect.
It does not. That's why I'm double checking. Is it does not give you any additional effect.
4 and 2, 6 and 3 is 9 for a 3rd level healing word.
Kind of rough.
Okay.
So you.
Okay, Twilight Sanctuary, probably for like the last one to help out Hyde at this point, is going to be 16 temps.
Ooh, look at that.
And basically going to look at the situation and just going to be like, just yell out like, I will tell Lavandra that you will be coming home later. And just basically pop invisibility and head out the door with the adventurers.
Okay, so you're running back with invisibility.
Mm-hmm. Somebody has to survive and tell the tale.
Okay, so you do that. It is now the next round. Jekyll, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Storahaden?
Yes, you've done absolutely beautifully. Work well done.
Get your hand off.
He goes, oh, where you're going?
I'm not.
And all of a sudden you feel the floor give out underneath you. As you start to fall through reality. And as you're falling down, Hyde, numbed, unable to do much, you see a little wedge get placed in the edge of this portal.
Oh.
And next thing you know, Hyde, you're on the floor in the room with the fireplace. And there's Lavandra just stirring a cup of hot chocolate. Hey, how you doing? I just got back from a date. You fell out the ceiling. That's weird.
Where fucking...
Not bad.
Where's Craeft?
Now you have turned invisible and you're running out. As you hear a whole wall of the side of Castle Ravenloft go out. As there is the equivalent of a kaiju battle going on, power level-wise, behind you. It's just like Goku punching like a ridiculously giant DBZ villain that he's done multiple times. I cannot just pick one.
Right.
But it's just like, Strut, you made her mad! You ruined everything! And as you're running, you also see Rahaden. Get the gray paint out again. To the zombies. As you're running, you see Van Rechten. All is right with the world again! When this is over, I'm going to so stab him in the face. And you watch heroes just running off, and you see wizards casting spells, and you see that one nervous one that has
Mhm.
2 Z's and wizard on his hat going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And he just makes the tiniest of portals that shows the outside of the Mortal Coil's base in Mio, the main branch office. And you see him. You have never seen a wizard move this fast without haste, but apparently this dude's built like a runner. As he runs and dives through a hole, just big enough for him to fit through, but it's still there.
I'm going to that. Oh.
Roll me athletics.
Okay.
Could you not randomly walk up and lick the inside of my hand? Okay, I can't do that.
What's my athletics? Oh, fun. +4 at least. Move out the way.
Attention board.
No.
Janos.
Not this way. Not this way. You're not going to fit.
Come here, bub.
Okay, thank the stars on that. But that's going to be a 23.
Hey, get your
You make it through the hole and roll through the front door, and you just see
Get your coffee.
one of the other members. You know you don't have to do a fat roll everywhere you go, right? Like, that doesn't always help you dodge. It's a myth.
I mean, that
Get
you
good, scrub.
know that the fat roll is for what you do whenever you wear heavy armor. That all it is about tanking, not about being nimble.
Whatever.
Nice. I love you for that reference.
So you all find yourselves back at the Mortal Coil's Mio branch. Lavandra is talking your ear off about what she and Kevin went and did this weekend. By the way, it does involve a bank job, but it cannot be traced back to them because it was not on this continent. And statute of limitation gives you 1,000 miles to make it not illegal.
You're getting this face from Hyde.
And the reborn worker of the branch brings y'all a plate of cold sandwiches and hot drinks and says, "To all a good night."
Where the fuck is Craeft?
Like she just walked up as she burped. And elsewhere, striding in a teal bridesmaid's dress, off goes to put plans to fruition that affect other games. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for playing this goofy little
Thank
game.
you for running it.
I just wanted to destroy Strahd. I needed to destroy Strahd. He's too serious about himself.
Oh,
Anyway, we're Team Bonus Action. We are a charity tabletop and video game group that plays Let's Plays, live games, online games, and we are currently partnered with Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. If you donate to us using the link down below, all proceeds will go to Batson Children's Hospital in Jackson to help parents not worry about paying medical bills. And it's a great cause. If you can donate, please do. We would greatly appreciate it. And hey, y'all, since Knox is not here,
don't let your meatloaf.
good night,
Good
everybody.
night,
Don't make
everybody.
meatloafs. No meatloafing. No meatloafing.
That
You cannot
is
meatloaf.
always the church.
Meatloaf.
RP